So it's week 2 of our December movie previews, and if there was ever a week for new movies to come out, I would say this is the week.
That's right, Paul. 5 new movies, all titled with the same definite article.
The Tourist,
The Tempest,
The Fighter,
The Company Man,
and The Hat Trick. The Chronicles of Narnia.
The Voyage of
The Dawn Treader.
Now, let's get to the previews.
A more appropriate subtitle for this one might be, Yes, We're Still Making These Movies. The whole Narnia film series seems like an also-ran brother to the Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and even Shrek franchises. But at least its timing is on target here, as it's the only children's film that's opening in the early holiday frames.
You know what else has been missing from the early holiday frames? Any movies with a semblance of a holiday theme to them. It's now the second week in December. Already in previous years, we'd had releases such as Fred Claus,
4 Christmases,
Surviving Christmas,
Christmas with the Cranks,
The Holiday, and even last year's A Christmas Carol in glorious 3D stop-motion capture. You know what, though? Considering that list of films, maybe we're actually better off this year.
No matter! Hollywood is clearly falling down in its job to spread seasonal cheer and a holiday message wherever and however appropriate. It's up to the movie guys to pick up the slack. So we're going to add embellishments to each of this week's films and make them holiday ready. On, Dasher!
Take a dollop of Willy Wonka, throw in a dash of salt, stir vigorously, and you've got the recipe for some holiday fun. The Tourist stars Johnny Depp as a man who goes to Italy and falls for Angelina Jolie, who plays an Interpol agent connected to a shady criminal. So it's Don Juan DeMarco meets Laura Croft on a European vacation.
How is that holiday themed, you ask? Well, what the ads fail to mention is that Depp is actually an ex-elf who has left the North Pole and has fled to sunny Italy to completely forget his heritage. Well, with his life being put in constant jeopardy, he will come to realize how good he had it at Santa's workshop and come to learn the error of his ways. William Shakespeare's The Tempest is, of course, the story of Prospero, an exiled duke who uses magic to conjure up a storm at sea, shipwrecking his rivals and taking advantage of them to restore his title.
In our version, it's actually a Christmas island that Prospero is marooned on, with all sorts of reindeer and snow creatures, dancing gingerbread men, and of course, talking cutlery and furniture. In fact, in a surprise twist, we actually learn that Prospero is Santa Claus, exiled to this place by bad guys trying to bring down Christmas. Oh yeah, he's also a woman in this one, played by Helen Mirren. Clearly, revisionism has run amok in this particular feature.
The Company Men tells the story of 3 employees who are trying to survive after being laid off, thanks to corporate downsizing. Originally set for release in October, the studio decided they didn't want to compete with all the other horror stories coming out that month.
The film features Kevin Costner, who's still recovering from swing vote, Chris Cooper, who's contractually obligated to be in every film this century, and Ben Affleck, fresh from his latest, Nuns on the Run. And of course, there's a Christmas theme. When Affleck's character goes to work for Kevin Costner's construction company, he injures his head and gets abandoned by his family, only to become a lonely millionaire who pays another family to spend Christmas with him. Then, when James Gandolfini whacks him on the head, he loses his identity again and wakes up mistaken for an ex-con who's roped into a casino heist with the brother of the girlfriend that the real ex-con was pen pals with, only to wind up meeting his family again on Christmas Eve for a fresh cup of hot chocolate and a deeper understanding of the reason for the season. An instant holiday classic.
The Fighter is based on the true story of boxer Irish Mickey Ward and his half-brother Dick Eklund, who trained Mickey to be a professional fighter. The film stars Mark Wahlberg, who looks like he's ready once again to model Calvin Klein's. Honestly, what would a December movie preview be without a shot of Monkey Mark in his drawers? And Christian Bale, who's not half the Batman he used to be.
I think this film is trying to overdo the whole Irish angle, you know? I mean, I understand casting Amy Adams and character actors like Jack McGee, but everybody in this film is desperately trying to use that Boston accent and strut around like Irish-blooded, working-class, street-fighting people. It just seems inauthentic. And now they even tell me the movie posters are getting worked over. I'm not Irish at all, and even I'm upset about it.
Bale's work in this movie has garnered praise from both movie critics and those in his Rage management group. But how does this film fit in with the holidays? Let me tell you, not many people know this, but Santa Claus started off as a middleweight boxer in Lower Boston. All right, we can't keep this up. We can't make every movie a holiday movie, but at least we're trying. We're trying more than Hollywood.
That's the movie, guys, for this week. Join us again next week when we will get preempted by a holiday special.